Hi, welcome. It's Middah Silver here to share with you some suggestions on how to maintain a daily practice, a daily Mussar practice, while using the Middah A Month program. Middah A Month, as you know, is for the most part a self-paced program where you receive reading materials at the beginning of the month, on the first day of each month, and then you're pretty much left to your own devices to digest that material, to put it into practice, and to help yourself along the path. So I want to share with you some ideas that might help you maintain and further develop your individual practice. On the first of each month, you'll receive an email with links to a whole set of readings, usually 5 or 6 readings, each one between 1 and 3 pages. And the readings are all on the same Middah, but they come at that character trait, that Middah, from different perspectives. So that's the first piece, is to read over the course of the month each of those readings. Now, the suggestion is that if you cannot find the time to sit down and work through all the readings, then start with the first one and take 10 minutes every day, preferably at the same time each day so that it becomes a habit, but 10 minutes every day, and just see how far you get with your reading. Okay? What you'll find is you'll probably get through the readings maybe 3 times over the course of a month. You just read them, get to the end, and start again at the beginning of the readings. But 10 minutes every day, and I can pretty much guarantee that if you do that, you for sure will get through the readings a few times each month. The second piece is that within those readings there are a set of discussion questions. The discussion questions are based on the readings themselves, and they're broken down with headings for each of the readings, with 1 or 2 or sometimes 3 questions for each of the readings. You won't necessarily get through all the questions over the course of the month. There's usually somewhere between 12 and 18 questions, and the feedback that we've received is that those questions are pretty deep questions and require a fair bit of reflection. So it could be that that in any given month you'll only get through maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 questions, but at least you've got those questions. Should you in the future, next year, the year after that, come back to work on the same character trait, then you'll have a whole new set of fresh questions that you haven't tackled yet. So this discussion question sheet really becomes a resource for you for the future as well as for the month that you're working with. The third thing is, now into daily practice, there is a chant and a page of kavana phrases, so intentional phrases that could serve as a way of orientation for you for each day. What I mean by that is you go to the kavana or the affirmation page and pick one of the 2 phrases that are on the page. Every morning, at some point in the morning, early on hopefully, take one of those phrases and repeat it over and over and over. Now the repetition of the phrase could be in song, you could put a tune to it, or you could just say it out loud. But preferably say it out loud, and when you've said it, it could be 3 words in the phrase, it could be 6 words in the phrase, go back and say it again and again and again for 2 minutes. If you do that early in the morning to start your whole day, then what you're really doing is setting an intention for the day that you want to focus on this particular character trait. And if it's a particular phrase that you struggle with, that you don't really understand the words of, then also the intention could be that you hope through the course of the day and through the course of several days of using this phrase that you will come to understand the phrase that much better. So now at the end of the day, we want to see how we've done. And so there's going to be a cheshbon, or a reckoning, or an accounting of how you did that day. There is a sheet, or 2 sheets actually, that are provided for you with the Middah A Month each month, where the first has the name of the character trait, the Middah that we're working on, and then some boxes underneath that you can fill in. So that should be done at the beginning of the month. Pick a phrase, pick a focus, and fill in that first page. And then every night, go back to those sheets and say, did you do your reflection in the morning? Did you do 10 minutes of reading of one of those readings? Did you focus on the daily exercise? And starting in February 2013, in the monthly package of readings, there will be a suggested daily exercise. So your cheshbon, your accounting at the end of the night, will then include, starting in February 2013, will include, did I do my exercise for the day? So a cheshbon is a very important component of a daily Mussar practice. That's essentially the structure of Middah A Month. Now, an add-on piece is if you're lucky enough to have a chevruta, if you're lucky enough to have a study partner who you're working with on this character trait, then my suggestion is that once a week you connect with that person. And the connection could be as simple as maybe a text message that takes you 5 seconds to say, are you on track? Are you doing your exercises? Are you doing every piece of the daily practice over the course of the week? Yes or no? Or it could extend to, would you like to check in by phone maybe for 60 seconds every day? How are you doing? Did you do your exercises? It could go further than that, and you could decide that every week or even just once a month you're going to talk to each other by phone or by Skype or however you want to do it, and maybe you're going to pick another question from the discussion questions, or 2 or 3 questions, or whatever it might be, and you might carve out 15 minutes, half an hour or an hour once a month to supplement the daily practice work that you're doing by yourself. So that's the Middah A Month program. Those are some suggestions for how to enhance the program and to also help you stay focused and maintain a daily practice. And I hope this little video was useful for you, and I'd love some feedback. If there's anything that you're doing that I haven't discussed, please share, and I'm happy to include it for the benefit of all the other subscribers to the Middah A Month program. And thank you, Kol Tuv, all the best to everyone, and good luck in your daily practice.